Hi, hello friends, welcome to the channel. This is R. Manish Selvan. You're watching MS Mechanical. Today we are going to take fluid mechanics. This subject comes under mechanical engineering and civil engineering. This is a subject common to both civil engineering and mechanical engineering. First, where this fluid mechanics comes from, we will see that. First, there is a common branch called common subject which is called as mechanics. This mechanics is divided into three. One is engineering mechanics, second one is our solid mechanics, third one is fluid mechanics. Mechanics. What is mechanics? Mechanics means we are applying force and we are making desired motions. We are taking desired motions or you are taking useful work with that motion, with that force. We are applying external force and taking work. There are three types of bodies. One is solid. There are three phases in our low class we have studied. There are three phases of matter. One is solid, liquids, and gases. That is only here. Solids, liquids, and gases. The solids comes under solid mechanics. The fluids means that is fluids consists of both liquids and gases. The both liquids and gases comes under fluid mechanics. What is this? This is engineering mechanics. We have learned that solids is of two categories. One is rigid and second one is deformable. Deformable means rigid. What are rigid materials? Rigid materials is just our concrete. They are rigid materials. You will apply a force that will be moving without any deformation. There is no deformations. Such objects will be coming under civil department for construction of bridges and all. We will use in mechanical. We will be using in mechanical. We will be using this deformable body. If there is slightly little deformation, that negligible deformation will be neglecting. That deformation will be neglecting and will be considering as a rigid body, and we'll be using deformable bodies only. But if you take cast iron, it will deform just a little bit only. Such materials we'll be using. We'll be having one kind of work. For that work, we'll be using deformable bodies only, because rigid bodies we can't use it. We can't. If I'm saying you, if you want to make a weaponry, if you are making a spoon, if you are making any if you are making a thing, if you are manufacturing it, you need to apply some forces on it. It will be changing into a plastic state, it will be changing into the state. That all, if you are doing, then the body must deform. Little bit, at least it must deform little bit. For that process, we'll be using deformed bodies. If you are going for bridges, if you are applying a load and the bridge deforms, then that is not a desired property for construction purposes. For construction of buildings and all, it is not a desired property. So, in civil department they will be using rigid bodies, and in the mechanical department we have to forge and make it a new thing, new equipment. For that, machineries or purposes also will be using deformable bodies. Such deformable bodies comes under the solid mechanics. We use deformable bodies, and in case of engineering mechanics we will be using rigid bodies. What is then case of fluid mechanics? In fluid mechanics, both liquids and gases comes. In case of liquids all comes under fluid mechanics, but these gases can also be classified into two, which can be compressible and incompressible. In compressible and compressible. This compressible comes under thermodynamics, and this incompressible, and this liquids, all liquids are incompressible. There is no compressible liquid. This incompressible part comes under fluid mechanics. This is the introduction of the subject. Now we'll go to our subject. First, I will be taking you the lesson 1. That is the fluid properties. Fluid properties. The first fluid property you are going to learn is density. What is density? Density defines the weight of the body. You can say the weight also. If you are asking for a student what is density, he might be saying you mass to volume. Mass. How can this come? This is the correct definition. If you are asking to a student, engineering student, you might also be learn what is density. They will be saying mass by unit volume. What does this represent? If you are taking consider this 1 liter. In 1 liter of water, how much molecules of water is present? That defines its mass. That defines its density. In water, you will be having 1000. The density of water is 1000. You will be having 1000 in 1 liter. In 1 cubic meter, 1 meter cube, you will be having 1000 molecules. Then it becomes the density of water. For example, if you are taking some oil, it has 800 molecules in 1 cubic meter. Then you will be getting it as density will be 1000. Then it will be 800 kg per meter cube. Its unit is kg per meter cube. How much molecules you have, that defines the density. You can also be written in this as number of molecules per unit volume. This also defines the density. Second property is specific volume. Before going to specific volume, I want to say you that you have taken 1 liter, okay, 1 liter of water. You have taken 1 liter of water and consider this its density. Water density of water is density is represented by rho. Density of water is 1000 at 20 degrees Celsius. Usually we will take at room degree Celsius, that is 20 degrees Celsius. The density of water is 1000 degree at 20 degrees Celsius. You are going to increase the temperature. Just keep 70 degrees Celsius. What will be the change in density? Will it increase? Will the density increase or decrease? Just think for 1 minute. If this is an offline class, then it will be a good interaction between us. But unfortunately, this online classes have a little bit of interaction problem. That is happening in various big lecturers also. Now say, well, will the density increase or decrease? I am saying you, when the temperature increases, density decreases. And when the pressure increases, with pressure the density increases, and with the increase in pressure the density decreases. Okay, with increase in pressure density decreases, and with the temperature increase the density decreases. How? With ideal gas equation, we can learn PV is equal to mRT. You know this equation. You might have learnt somewhere, at least in your life. P is equal to m by V. M by V can be written as rho RT. This rho is directly proportional to pressure and inversely proportional to temperature. Hence, if temperature increases, rho decreases, and pressure increases, rho increases. Okay, this is a concept. Second is our specific volume. In specific volume is just a reciprocal of density. It is specific volume. You will be noting this as small v, and this can be written as volume by mass. Its unit is meter cube per kg. Just reciprocal of this. Just reciprocal of this. Okay. This is a specific volume. You won't use this much in your fluid mechanics chapter. It will be coming in 1-2 places only. And its dimension is the dimension. The next important property you have to be known is not property. You have known as dimension analysis. Dimension kg m. We have three basic fundamental constants, that is mass, length, and time. M for kg per meter cube, kg has 1 and length is 3 at minus 3 because this is on bottom denominator side, minus and times 0. Its dimension for density. For this, the dimension will be straight opposite for that. That is m is on lower side, m minus 1, L power 3 and T 0. This is the dimension for specific volume.